Welcome to Global Watch. Please subscribe and hit the bell icon for more breaking updates. The world's power centers are shifting, with influence moving from the West to the rising economies of the global South. The BRICS bloc, once just an acronym, has become a powerful coalition challenging the G7-led order. This realignment forces every nation to reconsider its alliances in a rapidly evolving multipolar landscape. For countries like Turkey, the pull of BRICS is about ambition, pragmatism, and a desire for greater autonomy. The interest of an EU candidate and NATO member like Turkey in joining a group with Russia and China signals a new era. The old certainties are gone. The future of global alliances is up for grabs, filled with both opportunities and risks. The story of BRICS begins in 2001, when a Goldman Sachs economist coined the term BRIC to describe the emerging economic potential of Brazil, Russia, India, and China. At the time, these countries were seen as the future engines of global growth, poised to reshape the world economy with their rapidly expanding markets and increasing influence. The term quickly gained traction in financial circles, sparking discussions about the shifting balance of power in the 21st century. Grouping these four nations together highlighted their shared ambitions and unique strengths. Each country brought something different to the table: vast natural resources, large populations, and growing technological capabilities. Their collaboration was seen as a counterweight to the dominance of Western economies. Recognizing their collective potential, the leaders of these nations decided to formalize their partnership. In 2009, they held their first official summit, marking a significant step from economic concept to political alliance. This gathering signaled their intent to use their economic strength to gain greater influence on the world stage. One of their primary goals was to reform global financial institutions like the IMF and World Bank, which had long been dominated by Western interests. They sought a fairer system that would better represent the voices and needs of developing nations. In 2010, South Africa joined the group, transforming BRIC into BRICS and expanding its reach to the African continent. This addition gave the bloc a truly global presence and strengthened its claim as a representative of the global South. To further their goals, the BRICS nations established the New Development Bank, headquartered in Shanghai. This institution was designed to fund infrastructure and sustainable development projects, providing an alternative to Western-led financial organizations. Alongside the bank, they created the Contingent Reserve Arrangement, a financial safety net to help member countries weather economic crises. These moves marked a concrete step toward building a parallel financial system, less reliant on Western institutions. Despite facing internal differences and diverse national interests, BRICS has managed to remain a platform for dialogue and cooperation. It continues to champion the idea of a multipolar world, where power is more evenly distributed and emerging economies have a stronger voice. Over the years, BRICS has evolved from a simple investment acronym into a dynamic coalition, setting the stage for dramatic expansion and posing an ever-growing challenge to the established global order. In 2024 and 2025, BRICS underwent a historic transformation, evolving into BRICS Plus by welcoming 5 new members: Egypt, Ethiopia, Iran, the United Arab Emirates, and Indonesia. This expansion marked a significant turning point, signaling the bloc's ambition to become a truly global coalition that stretches across continents and cultures. The addition of these diverse nations not only broadened the group's geographic reach, but also brought in new economic strengths, resources, and perspectives. With this growth, BRICS Plus now represents nearly 45% of the world's population and over 40% of global GDP. The bloc's influence is felt from the streets of Jakarta to the markets of Cairo, and from the oil fields of Iran to the financial centers of the UAE. This unprecedented scale gives BRICS Plus a powerful voice in shaping the future of the global economy. The 2025 Rio Summit was a showcase of the bloc's newfound confidence and ambition. Yet, beneath the surface, it also exposed internal fractures, as some key leaders were notably absent. These absences highlighted the challenges of uniting such a diverse group, each with its own priorities and political realities. Despite these challenges, interest in joining BRICS Plus continues to surge. Over 24 countries have expressed a desire to join, and 9, including Turkey, have already achieved partner status, reflecting the bloc's growing appeal as an alternative to traditional Western alliances. This innovative tiered structure allows BRICS Plus to expand its influence and build relationships with new partners, without requiring immediate full integration. It's a flexible approach that helps the bloc adapt to the complexities of global politics and economics. Today, the bloc is focused on practical goals, such as promoting trade in local currencies and reducing reliance on the US dollar. These efforts are designed to strengthen economic sovereignty and create a more balanced global financial system. As a result, BRICS Plus has become central to debates on de-dollarization and the future of global finance, positioning itself as a key player in shaping the next era of international economic cooperation. Turkey, long anchored in the West, through its NATO membership and close ties with Europe, is now charting a more independent and assertive foreign policy. This shift reflects both changing global dynamics and Turkey's desire to play a more influential role on the world stage. No longer content to be seen solely as a Western ally, Turkey is actively seeking new partnerships and opportunities beyond its traditional sphere. Its recent application to join BRICS Plus signals a clear intent to diversify its alliances and expand its diplomatic reach. However, internal politics within the bloc meant that Turkey was granted only partner status rather than full membership. This outcome highlights the complexities and competing interests that shape international organizations like BRICS. India, for example, blocked Turkey's entry, citing concerns over Ankara's close ties with Pakistan and worries about economic competition. These issues underscore the delicate balance of regional rivalries and economic interests that influence such decisions. Meanwhile, Russia approached the idea of rapid BRICS expansion with caution, wary of diluting the group's cohesion and influence. Moscow's hesitancy reflects a broader uncertainty about how quickly to open the doors to new members. President Erdogan, however, has been careful to frame Turkey's engagement with BRICS as a complement to its Western relationships, not a replacement. He emphasizes that Turkey's outreach to the East is about broadening options, not turning its back on the West. Geographically and culturally, Turkey sits at the crossroads of Europe, Asia, and the Middle East. The country aims to leverage this unique position, acting as a bridge that connects diverse regions, economies, and cultures. Its strategic location has always been a source of both opportunity and challenge. This approach is a classic example of middle power hedging, using new partnerships to gain leverage and flexibility in negotiations with established powers like the US and EU. By keeping its options open, Turkey seeks to maximize its influence and protect its interests. In a world of shifting alliances and growing uncertainty, Turkey's BRICS move is pragmatic. It reflects a desire for greater autonomy, a bigger global role, and the ability to navigate between East and West as the international order evolves. Turkey's BRICS Plus interest is driven by economic necessity, diversifying trade and investment beyond the West. The bloc offers access to new markets, investment, and alternative financing through the new development bank. Trading in local currencies appeals to Turkey, reducing exposure to US dollar volatility. Despite a trade deficit with China and Russia, these imports are vital for Turkey's manufacturing sector. The Ukraine war has made Turkey a key hub for East-West trade, aligning with China's Belt and Road Initiative. As Western investment wanes, Chinese firms are moving production to Turkey, boosting jobs and technology transfer. For Turkey, BRICS Plus is essential to its long-term economic strategy in a changing world. Turkey's BRICS Plus engagement is a calculated geopolitical move to boost its leverage with the West. By signaling alternatives, Ankara pressures the US and EU for fairer partnerships and greater respect for its interests. Tensions with the US over Syria and Russian arms have pushed Turkey to diversify its alliances. The stalled EU accession process has led Ankara to seek new options, reframing itself as a pivotal power, not a supplicant. The goal: strategic autonomy, maintaining ties with all major powers while maximizing influence. In today's multipolar world, Turkey's flexible diplomacy is about keeping all options open. Turkey's growing ties with BRICS Plus unsettle both Washington and Brussels. For the US, a NATO ally engaging with China and Russia raises questions about alliance unity and security. The return of Trump adds unpredictability, with US policy toward Turkey in flux. The EU worries about losing a key neighbor and partner to a rival bloc, complicating its own quest for strategic autonomy. Some experts urge pragmatic cooperation with BRICS Plus on shared challenges, even as competition persists. The EU's challenge: keep Turkey close while accepting its multi-aligned foreign policy in a multipolar world. BRICS Plus is far from unified. It lacks a formal structure and operates by consensus, making decisive action difficult. Members have divergent goals. Some confront the West, others balance ties with all sides. The China-India rivalry and India's opposition to Turkey's membership highlight internal tensions. Competing projects like the India-Middle East-Europe corridor challenge China's Belt and Road and Turkey's Middle Corridor. For Turkey, the bloc's flexibility allows continued Western ties, but limits its influence within BRICS Plus. Navigating these dynamics will require skillful diplomacy. BRICS Plus's future depends on managing internal contradictions and forging consensus among diverse members. The global order is transforming, with BRICS Plus driving the shift toward multipolarity. Turkey's interest in the bloc reflects a worldwide trend of strategic diversification and autonomy. BRICS Plus challenges Western dominance, amplifies the global South, and pushes for alternative financial systems. Yet, internal rivalries and the risks of multi-alignment make this a delicate balancing act for countries like Turkey. Success will depend on diplomatic skill and building trust across divides. The Cold War's clear lines are gone. Nations now seek to write their own rules. The challenge: manage this transition peacefully, building a more inclusive and resilient global order.